Hey guys, Drew Harrell here with Nine Leadership. Today we're going to talk about another cinema coach concept. This time it's a little bit untraditional, the movie Hitch. Is he a dating coach or a dating consultant? Stay tuned, we'll talk about it in a second. For those of you who have not seen the movie Hitch, spoiler alert, he's a dating coach, or called a dating coach in the movie at least. His whole idea is he helps the guys to get girls that otherwise they might feel are out of their league. He does this by arranging dates for them, figuring out how to make them appear more competent than they are in certain ways, and really appeal to the girl and make sure that that girl actually has that guy on their radar. Now, they call him a dating coach in the movie, and outside of it they've talked about dating coaching being analogous to what Hitch does. But is he a dating coach or a consultant? Well, let's examine that for a second. A consultant is someone who comes into a situation, they're the expert, they're providing a solution. So they facilitate everything. There's no real skill development needed on the part of the client. The expert's going to be the consultant at the beginning, middle, and end of the engagement. No matter what happens, the client may learn some stuff along the way, but it's incidental. And at the end of the day, if that client needs help with the same kind of thing again, they call the consultant back. With a coach, it's very, very different. A coach is not the expert in their field. They're an expert in coaching, and the client is an expert in their life, or in their leadership, or in their organization, or the context that they're looking at. In this situation, the client would be the expert in their beliefs, their values around dating. And so the coach's job would be to come in there, help the client clarify those values, understand how to convey those values, how to accurately and effectively communicate value to someone who might be a good candidate for them to date, and then build that skill set so they can do that over time. Imagine you're in a hole. You have a coach on the right side and you have a consultant on the left side. Consultant's probably going to throw you a ladder or a rope or give you an option with those things. Here's my hand, a ladder or a rope. Pick one of those things and it will let you know what the risks and mitigations of those risks are on each option you have. A coach on the flip side is going to say, okay, what do you want to do here? What's your goal to get out of this hole? Okay, what's the best way to do that? How'd you get in the hole to begin with? Let's analyze that first. Let's figure out how to get you out of the hole, and then let's do that in such a way that you will not have to worry about falling in that hole again. That's the difference. The consultant, I'm not saying that they're bad people. I do consulting work as well. But at the end of the day, consulting is not really focused on working yourself out of work. Coaches essentially work themselves out of a job. That's their goal. And so that's why you have a lot of times where the coaches are there for a very limited engagement. They're not there for a long-term thing like 5 or 6 years unless they're working on different specific issues or different specific topics. In this scenario, the coach would not be needed after that point ever again, at least not for that main issue. If they have certain things they want to work on, that may fall more into the training category. The dating coach focuses on self-awareness and building that awareness around the client, where they want to develop and how they want to develop, and then helps them to do so authentically. In Hitch's case, he doesn't always do what's authentic for the client. He actually tries to change them a lot of times, not directly telling them not to be themselves, not to be who they naturally are, but to change who they are. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also generally not a good thing. Because if someone falls in love with you for who you're acting like as opposed to who you actually are, when they find out who you actually are, they're probably going to feel pretty either duped or just break up with you and not be excited about it. So in this situation, like I said, Hitch is less of a coach and more of a consultant. So if you're looking to hire someone to improve any aspect of your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships and dating, whether it's your leadership or your business, consider what your goals are. If you want that person to help you in the short term and then need to call them back in the future if that comes up again, by all means hire a consultant. But if you're looking to develop your own skill sets, be able to communicate your own value and not necessarily need that person for that particular context again, that's where you hire a coach. And again, there's a lot of times where coaching and consulting kind of overlap a little bit in terms of what you're doing for your clients. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is the coach is going to focus on the client and not the situation. The consultant's going to focus on the situation and not necessarily the client. The other thing a coach is going to help you clarify is whether you're actually better served by staying in that hole or by getting out. Which ways can actually help you accomplish your goal? Maybe you actually want to get below deck and dig further down into the hole to get out of there. Or maybe you want to get out of the hole so you can go somewhere else and climb a tree. The idea is to clarify your values and clarify what's actually important to you. Just because someone else wants to get out of the hole doesn't mean you need to get out of there as well. So understand what's valuable to you and what will get you closer to your particular goal. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and please hit that bell so you get notified of future videos. If you have questions, comments, or want to talk more about coaching versus consulting, or the movie Hitch, any movie really, please post a comment below, and I'll be happy to reply to it and talk to you guys more about that. If you have more requests for Cinema Coach videos, please let me know about that as well. I'd love doing these. These are actually a lot of fun to do and talk about, and I'd love to talk about more of them. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care and stay safe.